Hey, welcome to Bus Campers YouTube channel. Today we're under my 2010 Chevy Express school bus, and we will be swapping out the factory bump stops here with a set of rear SumoSprings. This video should be handy for anybody that has a Chevy Express van, an RV that's based on the Chevy Express platform, or a Chevy Express cutaway school bus like I do. I'll take you step by step through this process so you can tackle this project yourself. Stick around. As you can see, we're going to need about 4 inches of lift here to get the SumoSprings in the factory housing. So first thing first is we're going to have to jack the bus up. Alright, so they supply you with some thread locker here. You take this nut with a flange on it and you thread it onto this before you install it. So I'm going to apply some thread locker to the thread and get the flange started. According to the instructions, the orientation is this part here goes facing away from the wider point on the mount, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so the instructions say to put the flange on before you stick it up here, but I think I got enough room at the top where I can work on it. I can't get it in, I don't have enough clearance here with the lift, so I have enough to get this in place, and then I'll just go ahead and get this sit. Alright, so that's on. You just want to get it set and just hand tighten it. Once I get this down further, I'll go ahead and set it exactly where I want it on the axle. Getting close. All right. Okay. So I think that looks good. Positioning of this looks pretty good. So we're just going to hand tighten this. There you go. That is in place. Feels like I got some pretty equal spacing down here, so it should sit nicely on the axle. Yeah, that's pretty tight too. I don't think it's going to come off. All right, so we're going to do the other side, and we'll take a first spin. Yeah, you can see the size difference between the stock bump stop and the SumoSprings. We're going to lower the SumoSpring onto the axle and get started with the other side. I'm not going to film the other side. I think you guys pretty much see the process here. All right, there we have it. Both SumoSprings in place. Let's take this thing for a test drive. All right, we're going to pull this out of the driveway. The end of the driveway, there's a little bit of an apron bump, so we'll see how that feels. solid. Oh yeah, jeez. Didn't even feel it. Alright, let's take it for a spin. Alright, let's continue with our test drive here. So, see how it does around the corners. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's definitely an improvement. It's like night and day between this and what I had on here previously. So, major difference is it doesn't feel as top heavy, so it's not wiggling side to side as much when you're going around the turns and stuff. It feels more like a larger SUV than it does a bus. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this so far. Let's take it out on the highway and see how it does a little higher speeds. All right, I'm doing about 50 miles an hour now, and it just feels solid. Feels like it's more planted on the road. Yeah, these little dips and stuff, it just kind of just flowing with it instead of wreaking havoc on the suspension. So next project's trying to figure out how to get rid of this whistling. So I think it's coming from the door. It's probably a seal or something. So kind of drives me nuts a little bit while I'm driving, but usually I put my radio on, I don't even hear it. Alright, so we're coming up on a light. I'm going to make a left here to see how it feels making a left-hand turn. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, much nicer. I'm sure this is going to feel a lot better going off the off ramps and stuff too. Especially when you got to brake, you know, you got to go from like 60 down to 35 to hit the off ramp. So, yeah, I think this is just going to be a more enjoyable experience driving this thing. Just feels more firm, a lot more planted to the road. Like I said, it's a lot like driving a larger SUV now. Not as nice as my my GX470 though, so I don't think it'll ever get there, but it's a nice improvement. All right, so we're at a light now. Probably about a quarter mile up the road, I got to make a right to get off and do a jug handle to get back and head back home. So we're going to test that out. I was just talking about the off ramps and stuff. So not an off ramp, but I'm going to be going from about 45, 50 down to probably about 20 to make the turn here. So see how it does. 45 now, 50. All right, coming up on the turn. Oh, geez. Oh, yeah. This is nice. Oh, that's so solid. Too many lights. So yeah, between the 4 new shocks all around and SumoSprings on the front and back, this feels like a totally different vehicle. Very happy with the upgrades here. Can't wait to take this out on the road for a longer trip. So test drive's been great. So very happy. If you found this video helpful with any of your future projects coming up on your van, RV, or Skoolie, give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment if you have any questions or anything. Be sure to hit that subscribe button too if you haven't already. So I'll see you in the next one.